All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 10 logo. Check Leo.
Let's go, D. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Bellamy. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
You must be dreaming. Hey, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Echo.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
Hey, Zoo.
Beathard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Beathard to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, high 7. 54. 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Beathard completes it to Dixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Right. Mike, 45.
Let's set it tall. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down. Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's on field. Hey, it's on out. Check the hot read. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a give, running right, Barber. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, they go with Barber again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Mike Evans. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Back to throw. Fields. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Beathard to throw. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
80 weapons. Hey, Sam on.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
He'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Greystone, travel.
Give me that ball, defense. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Right there.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Hey, let's get that ball.
Go.
Back to throw Beathard. Dixon, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
That's good. For Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ready.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Lock it.
Switch it. 25, check 25.
Bam, bam.
Slam, slam, slam.
And up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw is Beathard. Looking for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one. On second down now, it's Ingram. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another. Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Looking to throw. Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops. Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the second down throw on target. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw on third down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You're out.
Check it back, check it back.
And to give this time to the tailback. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Bellamy. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Beathard now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Beathard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll throw here. Beathard. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Beathard. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw. Fields. This one complete to Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They toss to Ingram. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. And I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And they will take a 7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Fields. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready? 45. Mike, 45. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
2nd and 1. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The 40. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three, check three. Alert three, alert three. Alert three. Switch, switch, switch.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Operating from the gun, Fields. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On first down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ingram again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Fields. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Line 54. Push him back. Push him back. Kill.
Look at me. Door.
Check.
Left.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
On the set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 50.
Ready.
Now Bethard. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
You.
Bravo.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Bethard. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run on first down. Bellamy, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 11 now. Bethard. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
This is Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Blue draw quarter.
Pull it together.
Hey, Wahoo!
From the 39, Beathard. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Beathard now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Swift. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Check 13.
Jim.
On 3rd down, Bellamy. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Back to throw. Fields looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Ingram. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
51 to Mike, boys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Shit. 45 is a mark.
On 4th down, Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gotta do better.
Get it.
And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Ready,
and
break.
11 at the 16-yard line.
Come on.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.